Oh, the New York Islanders lose 2-0 to the Ottawa Senators. Whoa, oof, what a snooze fest. What an uninspired effort by the New York Islanders tonight, losing 2-0 to the Ottawa Senators and was probably the biggest game of the year for the Islanders. Let's be honest, Ottawa is a team that has a real chance of making the playoffs this year. Real chance of making the playoffs this year. And if we want to make the playoffs ourselves, this is a team that we had to catch. And we had a chance to go 2 points behind them. They're one of the biggest threats to wild card one and wild card two, and we absolutely let this game slip through our hands. And it was just a horrible, horrible effort by the Islanders. They really tricked me in this one because they came out flying in the first 2 minutes, and I was so excited. I looked at this team and I said, yes, they get it. They know just how important this game is. This is a big, big game halfway through the season. And I was so excited by their effort, and it wasn't too bad. I felt okay up until about the 10-minute mark, and then we became the Islanders of, well, pretty much the Islanders of this year, a team that lacks finish. Uh, there is no doubt in my mind the best goaltender in this game tonight was not the guy who got the shutout. Marilinen had nothing but softballs thrown at him all night. Now the shot totals were low for both teams, but Hogberg faced way higher difficulty of shots than Marilinen did, and he only gave up one goal. So the best goaltender in the game by far was Hogberg, and you don't say that very often over a goaltender who just got a shutout, but it's the case, and we didn't lose this game because we had Hogberg in the net. That's for sure. You don't score any goals, you're not gonna win any games. Now we're saying all this. The season's not over. I always got to keep things tempered here, but there is a key thing that needs to be done. We were 4 games below 500. We won three in a row. That was excellent. Four in a row would have been perfect to get us back to 500, but that didn't happen. As long as we put together another 3 game winning streak here and win 6 out of 7, everything's fine. Everything's fine and everything's right on track. However, these next 3 games coming up are crucial to us. And I hate to say this, but the games are at home and we're just horrible at home. We're terrible at home. And it makes absolutely no sense. Now, a lot of times after a when a team goes across the continent for a road trip and then comes back, they a lot of times can lay a stinker in their first game back at home. But that's during just a normal regular NHL season that kind of stuff happens. When you're returning home after a 3 game winning streak and you're getting yourself back into the playoff picture, you can't not be ready for this game. And I think in their mind they were pumped for it, and they came out flying. They looked really good, but then it just petered off so quickly, like 10 minutes into the game, and then we never saw the Islanders for the next 50 minutes. It was an uninspired effort by the Islanders. I mean, we had nothing close. We just lobbed softballs at Marilyn all night long. No traffic in front of the net. Just here's a soft wrist shot, make a glove save, no big deal. And we just had too many no-shows by the Islanders tonight. Too many no-shows. So uh, I wasn't too discouraged after the first period. It was nothing. That is typical Islander hockey, and it was a fairly even period, so I wasn't too worked up about it. But when I saw Gaudreau's goal go in midway through the second there, I kind of went, oh man, this is shaping up like one of those games, just as I thought last game. And so we were down 1-0 after the second period, and the only thing I had to cling any hope to was that we might possibly come back in the third period like we did against Utah. And I just prayed for that. And then when that wasn't happening, I just started praying to get an overtime or a loser point, any kind of point, something. But then we pulled the goaltender and put absolutely no pressure on goal. We had one chance with Nelson, but that was weak. He kind of had it one time. It wasn't the greatest pass. The puck was wobbling. I kind of understood it a bit, but the lack of the lack of push from the Islanders was definitely concerning to me tonight, especially with the importance of this game. So Hogberg only gives up a goal, but the Islanders lose 2-0, and it's a crucial game. We lost a crucial game. Can't be losing games like this. That is for sure. But say la vie, so it happens. Let's talk about the players. I'm gonna probably zip through these guys pretty fast tonight because there wasn't a whole lot of inspired kind of hockey going on out there that made me think that there's a lot to talk about with these guys because there really isn't. Just lack of effort is pretty much what I see. And when I say lack of effort, a lot of times it's like Butch says, it's not like they're not trying out there, but you're not playing with desperation. And you need to play with some desperation. And the Islanders are just not playing with any desperation. And that was the difference in tonight's game and the reason why we lost tonight. Siplikov, not his best game, but he wasn't too bad either. 17 minutes of ice time, no shots on net. So nothing really happened from Sip's side of the puck tonight, and he is also -1, so that'll go down as not a very good game for him. Anthony Duclair, I saw a glimmer, just a glimmer of little something that I thought might be life. Turns out to be wrong. Anthony only got 14:26 of ice time, which is definitely warranted in my opinion. He did get two shots on net, but like I said, these are just softball wristers at the goaltender, so didn't help anybody out. It's pretty obvious to see why Anthony Duclair has been on 9 teams, that's for sure. And we signed him for 4 years. Everybody's talking about retooling and everything. The first guy I would trade right now is Duclair, to be honest with you. And you know what? It doesn't matter if you pick up a fourth rounder for Duclair because we signed him for nothing. So a fourth rounder would be better than what Duclair's given us. I can only hope that he's still working through his injury. But if he's working through his injury, he needs to sit. I'd rather have Gadet up here or Foodie skating their butt off. Yeah. Matt Barzell, not his best game either. He did have, he had his moments with his puck possession. He got a couple of shots on net tonight, but there was one glaring instance for me, and that's where he plays his sidewall, and he's almost at the dot. And there's a guy. So as I'm looking out, Barzell's over there to my right on the boards, and Nelson's standing right down here by the net. And there's nobody in between Barzell and the goaltender. If he wants to, he can walk in. He can walk in and let that shot go. You know how many times I see teams score on that play? The guy takes a shot. It doesn't always go in the net. It's the rebound that they score on. But Barzell refusing to shoot that puck goes down to Nelson, and we tried that stupid bumper play that we've tried at least 1,000 times this year. And I think we scored 2 or 3 goals from it, all being Horvat. But we waste so many power plays trying to set up that one stupid play. Take it right out of the playbook. Go to something else. Go to something else because it is not working. It is fairly obvious throughout the entire season. This is not working. You need to shoot the puck. You need to get rebounds. We complain as the Islanders that we have so many fluke goals go against us because it goes off our defenseman's skate or off our defenseman's stick or something going in the net. Well, the reason that happens is because the other teams are shooting the puck at the net. If you don't shoot the puck at the net, you're never going to get any goals like that. So get dirty. But these guys always want to seem to be like the 1972 Russian team and pass the puck around until there's no goaltender in the net before you shoot the puck. And it's just gotten to the point of it's ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. There's so many things fixable on this power play, and none of them are being done. And they continue to try to shove that play down the power play's throat, and it's just not working. Bo Horvat, I thought was awful tonight. He didn't do us a lot of good, and he got 23 minutes of ice time. He was a -2 tonight, and he barely won a face-off from what I saw. I'd have to take a look at the face-off numbers. I haven't taken a look at them, but we were awful tonight in the face-off circle, and we really missed Pajot. tonight when it came to faceoffs because we got dominated in the faceoffs. And I thought that was a big reason that we never got into any sustained kind of pressure. We never won a faceoff in the offensive zone where we could actually keep the puck and the pressure on them. They would win the faceoff, they'd get it out. We'd get back down the ice, we'd take one fluffy shot, they'd hold the puck and rinse and repeat for the rest of the game. And that's kind of what happened. So, yeah, Horvat, just a terrible game, a terrible game. I can't believe he got 23 minutes of ice time with the way he's playing. Gatcombe, well, you know what? Played 7 minutes and 27 seconds. It's the first I've ever heard of this guy. I guess I should, I guess I should follow our AHL team a little quicker, but they're just as bad as us. So why would I want to put myself through that misery as well? So I've never heard of Mark Datcombe before, but put out 7 minutes and 27 seconds of ice time, and he had zeros across the board. So he did have one block shot, so he had that as well. So uh, yeah, I guess as far as the NHL review goes for him, pretty good. He also had 4 hits as well, so he's doing what he needed to do out there. So, uh, good debut by Gatcombe, I guess. Nothing spectacular. Matt Martin, 6 minutes of ice time, and in 6 minutes of ice time, he had 5 hits and 2 block shots. But oh my God, this guy is where plays go to die. They literally go to die. He is one of the reasons why we were getting hemmed in so much, and no offensive threat. And I actually thought there was times where the fourth line wasn't too bad tonight, but Matt really slowed things down and had a fight tonight. But what was the point? What was the point of that fight? There wasn't a punch landed. It was just basically a wrestling match. Matt, it's time to stop fighting. Your fights don't do any good for the Islanders anymore. It's not like, and I'll be honest with you, every time you drop the gloves now, I'm scared for you. I really am. I really am. At your age, yeah, it's time to give it a. You shouldn't be in the NHL. That's just the bottom line. It worries me when Matt Martin fights now, and I'm just hoping for his health and get him out of the game and get him off the Islanders and let him get into the Islander organization and settle into his life after hockey. Pierre Engvall, now in a bad game, usually Engvall would be one that I'm all over. However, I thought Engvall had one of his better games tonight, and you can see it. He got a little extra ice time at 12 minutes, so he had zeros across the board. But I did see him start a skirmish after the whistle, and that's what I'm looking for out of Pierre Engvall. A little bit of life, a little bit of emotion, and I thought he put his speed and everything to good use tonight. He was trying. He was going out of his comfort zone by doing things like roughing it up after the whistle and that. So no complaints from Pierre tonight at all. Kyle Palmieri, I saw flashes of the old Kyle that I saw tonight, but that whole line was just horrible as they were all -2. And Kyle got 17 and a half minutes of ice time, and he had 2 block shots and 3 hits. But I did see some offensive flashes from Kyle tonight. So I won't, he wasn't the worst Islander on the ice tonight, that's for sure. Anders Lee -1 tonight. He had three giveaways tonight. 3 giveaways, and that's just not like Anders. He also only had 1 block shot and no shots on net. He was a -1 tonight. You know what? Anders has been carrying this team all year long, so I'm definitely going to give Anders the night off. If any criticism for me, it just wasn't his best game. So tough one for Anders. I thought Brock was trying, but his shots, he's just showing no finish. You know, there was that play with about 5 minutes left in the game where he came down the side of the wing, and yeah, he's just not scoring where he used to score on those plays, and he's just not doing it right now. But Brock had 3 block shots. He also had a giveaway tonight too, and that's not good. By the way, I should let you know that Matt Martin had 5 giveaways tonight, or not 5 giveaways tonight. Oh, what? Uh, just forget that. It wasn't a giveaway at all. So, I'm just really flustered with the Islanders tonight. I was so looking forward to this game, and then to have that kind of effort really ticked me off. I thought Kyle McLean had a pretty good game, 8.5 minutes of ice time, and he had one giveaway. But overall, he had zeros across the board and was pretty good. Casey Cizikas, I thought had an excellent game tonight. I really did. I saw a lot of life and effort out of Casey tonight. He had a couple shots on net. He was definitely going 100 out there tonight, which we needed more Islanders to do. I thought this was one of Casey's better games in quite some time. Going to defense, I thought Pelech was really good. It was nice to see him get that cage off. It's very freeing for a hockey player. I had to wear a cage once when on a broken nose that I had one time, and it's not it if you don't wear one, it throws your game off something. I can't even describe it. It's like the helmet feels so heavy and clunky, and you turn to the right, and it feels like your whole head is going because of the weight of it's just a really hard adjustment. It's hard to see. It's hard to do a lot of things with that cage on, even if they're clear. It doesn't matter. But 25 minutes of ice time for Adam tonight. He looked very freeing out there. He was skating great. He was trying to get in the play. He had three block shots. He only had one giveaway, so good game by him. Same for Pollock with 21 minutes of ice time. He was a warrior tonight. He made a beautiful keep in on the blue line at the end of the game there. That was outstanding. That's the kind of effort that you're looking for out of the Islanders when you're not scoring. You need an effort like that to make things happen. And Pollock's just been outstanding. He got three shots on net tonight, couple of block shots. So really awesome game by him. Noah Dobson was a -2 tonight, but that doesn't mean he didn't play well. He has been playing very well. And not his fault that he was a -2 tonight, obviously, one being an empty netter, and the other was a legit good goal. So nothing Noah could do about that. He had 27 minutes of ice time, four shots on net. He only had one giveaway tonight. So really happy with Noah's performance in the last 8 or 9 games. Scotty Mayfield got a little extra ice time tonight. He got 19 minutes of ice time. He had a couple shots on net with one hit. And I thought Scott had a pretty good warrior kind of game. It's just he's just so darn slow that man, the defenders get on him quick, and it is such a struggle for Scott to get the puck moving. But obviously that's not his game, but it is sometimes it's just you just watch it and you just wish he could do a little bit better. Cholowski had 10 minutes of ice time tonight. I thought he was okay. Tonight he had one shot on net, one block shot. He made a couple of nice exits out of the zone. So overall, I thought a pretty good game by Cholowski. And I thought it was nice to see Isaiah George back tonight, who was skating really well. He had one shot on net, one giveaway. But his overall performance, I thought, was excellent. He made a difference out there, especially with getting the puck out of our own end. So a really nice job by George tonight. Marcus Hogberg, 962 save percentage and a loss. Welcome to Ilya's world, Marcus. This is what Ilya goes through on a nightly basis. One goal, give up one goal, lose a game. That's Ilya's life. Just a fantastic game by Marcus tonight. Like I said, I've been praising this guy right from the get-go, start of this season, and I think you're all starting to see the reason why. My scouting came out very nicely on Marcus Hogberg. That is for sure for the Islanders. Well, that's a tough one tonight for the Islanders, folks. We're not out of it. Like I said, we just have to win three in a row here, and we win another three in a row. Two of them will be against Philadelphia, and that'll be huge for us. So this is a streak where we need to win another three in a row. I mean, you're allowed to lose a game. It was a bad effort. It happens in the NHL. You don't understand what it's like to hop on a plane constantly, go live in a hotel, go to a restaurant and have to eat and do that. You have no idea how taxing that is on the body. And every once in a while, you're just going to lay a stinker, and that's just a fact of life. But the problem is that the Islanders put themselves in this situation. And so it's every game is pretty much do or die for the Islanders. And we didn't die tonight, but it just keeps us in the same do or die situation for the next game and the next game after that and the next game after that. So We're not out of it. Don't get too disappointed, folks. Don't look at the standings. Just concentrate on getting over 500 and we go from there. We go from there. It's very possible that 5 games over 500 this year could actually get a playoff spot, which would be insane. Which would be insane. But the way this season's going, it's very possible that could happen. Now, mind you, a lot of the teams that the Islanders were fighting with, but the big one being Ottawa, the rest of them pretty much all lost tonight. So that's going to happen. So that didn't hurt us too bad in that department. But where we really got hurt was we lost to the team that we could have to fight for a playoff spot. And that's the biggest blow about tonight's game. So anyway, that's all I got for you tonight, folks. I hope all you guys and girls have a great night and peace out. I'm going back to sleep.